Alright, I just got back from my local game store and I traded in a massive stack of cards so I could afford a Neon Dynasty Collector's Booster Box. So, before we get into this, a lot of people are going to ask, Chris, is it really worth it to buy a collector's box of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty? And my answer to you is, if you're just looking for card financial value, probably not. But if you really enjoy opening shiny stuff, I'd say it's super worth it. I personally really enjoy opening the shiny booster packs. It's like a giant dopamine rush. It just makes me really happy. So that's why I want to open a collector's booster box. But every person's gonna have their own reasons, and all the reasons are different. If it's not worth it to you, it's not worth it to you. If it is, it is. So just keep that in mind and have fun doing you. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm gonna take this over to the second camera and let's open this collector's box. So we have the box, and on the box we have that classic Wizards shrink wrap. So we'll go ahead and try to open that without a knife or anything. That is some tough plastic wrap. There we go. Plastic wrap has been obliterated. And inside we have our collector's boosters. And let's hope that we don't completely whiff. Well, there goes the order of it all. And I actually like to keep these boxes and put the commons and uncommons in them afterwards to keep my foiled collector's product separate, but also just because they're really cool boxes. The marketing team does a great job at making these look really cool. Anyway, let's hop in. I'm gonna put the boosters over here to the side, and I guess we don't have a box this time. I'll just take the boosters. Let's hop into our first Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Collector's Booster. Let's see that Jin Gitaxias. So here, for anybody who's unaware, the Collector's Boosters have a lot more rares in them and a lot of foil product in them. Like if we get close to the camera with this, you can see, it's so shiny. Look how shiny that is. So we'll put commons over here. Got a high-speed motorbike. That's an uncommon. And I'll try to keep these piles relatively organized, but from the previous boxes, I kind of realized it doesn't really matter. Nobody even sees those or really pays attention to those. And that's right. Every single pack has a foil, one of the full art lands. That is so beautiful. I'm going to put those over here to the right. Here we have our Peerless Samurai. I'm not actually entirely sure what the booster contents are. I might actually pause here after the first pack just to look that up for you. So we have more of these. We got Odawara, the Soaring City, as our first rare. Koze, Penitent Warlord. We have the Mind Link mech, which is the one that becomes a copy of the thing that's crewing it. This one did some work for me at the pre-release, which I think I already mentioned that. We got another alt-art Tatsunari Toad Rider. We got a Surge Hacker mech. And we have our foil token at the back, which is a Samurai or a Spirit. So I'm going to cut here for a second if you notice a jump in the video, because I'm going to look up the exact contents of a collector's booster box. Anyway, here is the contents of a collector's booster. So let's go over to the second stack this time. The first stack had some fun stuff in it, lots of foil stuff, which is what I love about these collector boosters. This is kind of hard to open. Wow. It's got some, I don't want to damage the cards inside, you know? This one is glued shut. Wonder if that means it was tampered with. I doubt it. It had the official Wizards wrapper on it. Here we have the Simian Sling, a Careful Cultivation, an Awaken Awareness. God, the foiling on these is so pretty. I love traditional pack foil versus etched foil. That's amazing. We got our Foil Mountain. God, those are so pretty. We have some commons, uncommons. Here we have Hidetsugu Devouring Chaos. He actually looks like a really fun commander. You can do all sorts of aristocrat stuff since it only costs 1 to sacrifice something. And if you have some sort of token generation and a Pitiless Plunderer, you can sack a lot of things and potentially make a lot of treasure tokens. But sacking things to get benefit and being able to cast stuff off the top of your library. So card advantage and sack outlet, pretty good. Imposter Mech. Can have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature an opponent controls, except it's a vehicle with crew 3 and loses all other card. Yes! Look, we got it. We got there. We got Jin Gitaxias Progress Tyrant. Oh, we got the extended border one too. I love this art. This art I like better than the weeb version of it. This is so good. Oh my god, we already got such a good hit. Move over foil lands, Jin Gitaxias coming in, and tokens. Here we have Oganjo Uprising, but in the cool glow treatment. Here we have a foil Lion Sash. Put that in the foil thing. And here we have our two-sided token, which is Treasure, which looks like a futuristic slot machine of some sort. And we have our shiny Samurai. We already got the big hit! This is sick! I wish he was foil, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Going to our next pack here, we got an Intercessor's Arrest. We have a Tawashi Song Shaper. Thirst for Knowledge. Just go through the commons and uncommons fairly quickly, because we've seen all these in the set booster box openings. And most of you all that are watching YouTube content probably already know what all the cards are anyway. Sorry for shaking the camera there. But we have this beautiful foil mountain. This is the mountain art that I prefer. Put that over here. We have a Selfless Samurai. I need to be sorting out the foils and not foils. A lot of these are foil, but a lot of them are also not foil. I have a Blade Blizzard Kitsune. I'm trying to not reveal the next cards underneath, but sometimes they stick together. The Kuchi Shadow Walker. We have the Cloud Steel Kirin, which is like a Platinum Angel. It says you can't lose the game as long as it's reconfigured, which is sick. Somebody's gonna do something fun with that. That somebody is probably me. I'm gonna do something fun with that. Here we have an Ascendant Acolyte as our commander rare. Enters the battlefield with a +1 counter on it for each +1 counter among other creatures you control. Beginning your upkeep, double the number of +1 counters on it. That thing looks like it gets big fast, huh? Big boy. We have the Restoration of Elganjo. And we have the Kami of Transience. This one is fun too. It always comes back from your graveyard if an enchantment was put into your graveyard. So he's pretty easy to get back, and he's pretty easy to make big. And here, oh my god, just mythic after mythic. We got the Kura, the Boundless Sky, but it's foil, which means it's sick, nasty, ill, bruh. And it's borderless, or extended art, I believe is the correct term for this treatment. God, that's pretty. It's not one of the hottest mythics we can hit, but it is still cool as hell. And here we have our double-sided Spirit and Human Monk token. Moving right along to... Are we only on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? We're on pack 4. We're on pack 4. Yeah, pack 4. Out of 12. You get 12 packs in a collector's booster box, but you only get the shiny and the good stuff. So, and you also get some commons and uncommons, but they're foil. So you can bling out your decks with the commons and uncommons that you want to use. The downside to that is they slip off of each other way easier. So when you're putting them into the piles there, they tend to just like go all around, you know? We have our beautiful full art island. God, I could spend an entire video just showing these off and talking about how gorgeous these are. God, I love these lands so much. This entire set is such a home run on every single level. Imperial Subduer. A Coiling Stalker. Like, even if I don't get any amazing pulls, this set is still... Holy fuck! Oh, I just shook the camera again. We got a foil one. Holy. Oh, God. Gangbuster of a box. Holy shit. That's 2 Jin Gitaxias so far. Oh, my God. Put him in the foil mythic pile. I don't know why I have those not sorted out by foils. I have the Myojin of Cryptic Dreams. I have another Cloud Steel Kieran, but extended art treatment. We got the Weeb version of the reality chip, which I totally think I'm gonna build a deck out of anyway. Or maybe like a blue-white artifact deck, so I can use this and the Cloud Steel Kieran in the same deck. That would be pretty fun. Oh wow, we got 2 reality chips right next to each other. That's pretty cool. That's gonna be some good trade stuff. I think reality chip is gonna be a really good card in the long run. Anything that lets you just get that extra card off the top of your library and then just reconfigure it and you can cast it off the top of your library. So powerful. It's such a good card. We have this Construct and Samurai token. You know, the foil full art double-sided tokens from the collector's boosters, super underrated. They're really fun to play with. Like almost all of the tokens I use when I play Commander are the foil ones, just because you pull them out and it's just that extra bling, you know? Blingin'. I will never say that again. That did not sound good coming out of my mouth. Got a Rugged Highlands here. Make sure my audio is still recording. It is. And we have a Touch the Spirit Realm. Or Orochi Merge Keeper. Merge Keeper. How do you keep a merge? Have Behold the Unspeakable. Got a beautiful foil forest. Heir of the Ancient Fang. Could be foil, you know, guys. Are you skimping on me? Azari, what am I saying? We got 2 Jin Gitaxias already. Holy shit. It's going straight in my Reanimator deck. Moon Circuit Hacker. Got Inkrise Infiltrator. That is some really beautiful art. This reminds me of the Gift of Orzava with those beautiful wings. God, that's such a good art. It's just a common too, but just so beautiful. And we got a Thundering Raiju. We got the Myojin of a Blooming Dawn in extended art treatment. Satsuki the Living Lore, which is the fancy... What is the word? Saga. That's the word I'm looking for. Saga Commander. We got the Thousand-Faced Shadow. We got a foil extended art Lion Sash. And here we have another treasure and spirit token. That is some cool art for a spirit. I think I've said that before already, but wow. And this box is going to go a whole lot faster than the set box. We got a lot less packs to go through. I'm so stoked we got a foil and an extended art Jin Gitaxias. Now we just need a third one that's both together. We have Heir of the Ancient Fang, a Brute Suit. That rhymes. Gonna go brute suiting with my dude. I'm not a poet. Don't put that on me. Azari Captain. Have Akiva Reckoner Raid. Another beautiful full art foil Yukio E-Land. Although the foil is a lot more subtle on this one just because of how dark it is. But it's still gorgeous. I'm going to use all of these lands excessively. I'll probably even end up buying more when I'm not in the middle of trying to get a mortgage loan. I am not keeping the foils and non-foils separated very well at all. I keep putting them in the wrong piles. Same with commons and uncommons. Not that it really matters, I guess. And the Zumi Prowler. Here we have Inventive Iteration. I don't know if I'm familiar with this one. Return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Return an artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. If you can't, draw a card. And then it turns into Living Breakthrough. Flying, whenever you cast a spell, your opponents can't cast spells with the same mana value as that spell until your next turn. Oh, that's sick. For a 4 cost, that could be a really, really cool late game thing. Kappa Cannoneer. Ward 4. This is another commander rare. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1 on it, and it can't be blocked this turn. That's pretty cool. Here we have Invoke Justice. Here we have the Dragon Kami Reborn. The art on these sagas, by the way, that one actually looks kind of cartoonish. I meant like the saga side. They did these full art ones. The Kami War especially was incredible. All of them are really, really good. We have Invoke Justice button foil glow treatment. Put that one right there. And we have a Construct, which is not focusing. Focus, Construct. It's your destiny. And a Spirit. 6 more packs to get through. Let's do it. Do it to it. These packs are pretty pretty durable. They're hard to open. We have Return to Action. So, like, if you look at my face cam while I'm opening these, I'm looking at my screen because I have the second camera up in OBS. I'm not actually looking at the cards. I'm looking at my screen that's looking at the cards. It's a little bit more convenient for me. Era of Enlightenment. Another gorgeous full art foil swamp. You get 12 of these lands in a box, which honestly I wish it was more. I would even replace some of the commons and uncommons in the box just with those full art lands. Or they could just offer like a land box for a lot of money. I would buy it, especially if it's those lands. Futurist Operative. I've just completely lost all hope in keeping the foils and non-foils separated out. The Dragon Kami Reborn. This is the egg one, I believe. We have Aki Battle Squad, which is a commander rare. I'm not familiar with all the commander ones, so let's take a look. Whenever one or more modified creatures you control attack, untap all modified creatures you control after this combat fades. Oh, this is an additional combats guy. Additional combats cards are so much fun. Soul Transfer. We got Shigeki Jukai Visionary. And we got Ow. Is that how that's pronounced? Ow. Like, ow, I got a bruise. The Dawn Sky in foil. Borderless treatment. Absolutely beautiful. Anything that lets you cast stuff for free off the top of your library, not that bad. So this guy is pretty sick. I don't think it's one of the money cards, but at the same time, who really cares? We already got dual Gitaxias. Although now we just need the Phyrexian Gitaxias. This is not focusing. And we got our Human Monk and an Upside Down Samurai. Sick. Let's go to the next one. Here we have some commons. Some more commons. An uncommon. A Malicious Malfunction. We got another one of the busy forests. I think I like the other forest art a little bit better, but they're both gorgeous. A Jukai Trainee. Again, I'm just not even keeping the foils and non-foils separate at this point. I can't. It's too much effort. I can't be bothered with that, you know? Moon Circuit Hacker. We got Greasefang. I was thinking about building this as my Orzhov commander. I'm going through this phase where I want one deck of each possible color combination, and I don't have an Orzhov one yet. So that is a strong potential. Here we got Chishiro, the Shattered Blade, a mythic commander card. Isn't that the commander for one of the decks? I haven't been paying attention to the sealed commander decks this time around, or the precons. And a mythic pile, a Surge Hacker mech. Got March of Otherworldly Lights. And here we have a foil, borderless, or extended art, Satsuki the Living Lore. And to round it all out, we got a pilot token, which can crew things. Come on. As though its power were 2 or greater, and we have a samurai. 4 packs left. Let's get something spicy. I hope. I'm still stoked that we got the 2 Jin Gitaxias. Yes, could I just have bought those 2 for the price that I paid for this box? Yes, but I didn't have the same adrenaline rush, or not dopamine rush, as opening them. Got Ninja's Kunai. I would also really love to see a Boseiju, because I've opened 2 set boxes, and now this is a collector's box. Still haven't seen a single Boseiju of my own. Other people have them. Got a Plains. Imperial Subduer. Like, if we got a Boseiju, after all said and done, like 2 Jin Gitaxias and Boseiju, I would be super stoked with this box. That would be a nice way to round it out. We got the red one, the Crucible of Defiance. Now I have 3 of those. I think 3 or 4 between all the ones that I've opened between events and stuff. Release to Memory. Oh, yes! This is the version of Tatsunari that I really wanted for my deck. But I had the Weeb one that I opened first, the anime one. I'm not saying weed, it's Weeb, like a person that really likes anime. So this is going straight in my deck. This is perfect. We got the Blue Dragon! I feel like we're collecting all the legendary Pokemon. This one returns any number of target non-land permanents with total mana value 6 or less to their owner's hands, or mill 6 cards, then return up to 2 instant or sorceries from your graveyard to your hand. He has 6 cost, and he has Ward 3 for a flying 6/6. That's pretty sick. Got Satsuki, the Living Lore. You know, I would love to hit Atsushi as well, the Red Dragon, because that belongs so hard in my Perforos the Bronze-Blooded deck. Why is that so hard to say? Construct, and we got a Spirit as well. Got 3 more packs here. We need to fill that mythic quota. Come on, Wizards. Let's see the Boseiju. Boseiju! Because I can't afford to buy Boseijus for straight cash until my finances settle a bit more. Futurist Operative. We got Go Shintai of Lost Wisdom. That's a shrine. Okiba Reckoner Raid. Have another foil Dark Swamp. This is like the emo swamp because it's so dark and shady. We got Aki Ronin. A Ganjo Exemplar. A Mukotai Ambusher. A Covert Technician. Here we have our Surge Hacker Mech. Smoke Spirit's Aid. For each of up to X target creatures, create a red aura enchantment token named Smoke Blessing attached to that creature. Those tokens have enchant creature, and when enchanted creature dies, it deals 1 damage to its controller, and you create a treasure. That seems really good. It's like an incentive not to kill your creatures. That would go great in like a Mardu Enchantments deck. Here we have a mythic that I've never seen. Jugan Defends the Temple. Create a 1/1 green human monk creature with add green. Put a +1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Exile this saga and return it transformed. The opposite side is whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you can pay X. When you do, put X +1 counters on that creature. As long as you control 5 or more modified creatures, it gets +5/+5 and has trample. Not terrible. I don't know if it's mythic quality. It's definitely one of the more bulk mythics, but cool art. Got Invoke Calamity. You can cast 2 instant and or sorcery spells with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard and or hand without paying their mana costs. If those spells would be put into your graveyard, exile them instead. Oh, shit. Holy hell. Oh my god. We got the foil extended art Tatsunari. It's like the 3rd Tatsunari we've gotten out of this box, but this is the exact one I was looking at to be my commander. This exact treatment. So we got there. We didn't get a Boseiju, but we did get the frog that I was looking for. And here we have a treasure, and on the back we have a samurai. Got 2 more packs. Let's see if we can hit something spicy like a meatball. That's a spicy meatball. Damn, these packs are like glued shut. These are kind of rough to open. I feel like I'm gonna damage the cards inside. They're durable. We got a Sunblade Samurai. A Mirror Shell Crab. I still think that card should be uncommon. Go Shintai of Hidden Cruelty. That's an uncommon, right? Upriser Renegade. And you can just see by looking at the card, but it's harder when I'm on the camera set up like this. Our Tales of Master Sashiro. a beautiful island, the busy island. Sunblade Samurai. Skyblessed Samurai. Prosperous Thief. A Moonsnare Specialist. Here we have March of Wretched Sorrow, which is the Black March. It's a whole cycle. Got the Drum Bellower. Thundering Raiju Extended Art. That's kind of a whiff. Oh, okay. Okay, I see you, wizards. We got the alt art, full art, Wandering Emperor. That's really pretty. Man, that's nice. She's the I think she might be the first planeswalker with flash. It's so cool. I'll have to find a place for that in a deck somewhere. We got Kotos the Silent Spider, and we have our token. And with that, we got one more pack left. Gonna blow on it for good luck, I guess, if that's a thing that people do. Here we have our samurai and our treasure on the back. So, blow on this for some good luck. Rattle a little bit, maybe some ASMR. Let me know in the comments if you want to see ASMR pack opening. Here we have our Geothermal Kami. This is our last pack. I really hope it's spicy. A Wanderer's Intervention. I cannot read sometimes. Selfless Samurai. Sometimes like my brain will get ahead of itself and then I need to just like backtrack and catch up with it, you know? The Fall of Lord Kunda. A beautiful plains. That's a good plains to end on. This is the pretty plains art that I really, really, really like. I'm kind of stalling for time here. Still beautiful. Heiko Yamazaki, the General. Heir of the Ancient Fang. We have Fang of Shigeki. And that was a cool video, guys. Sorry, there were no rares in this pack. Okay, we have Blade Blizzard Kitsune. We got the mech again, the Mind Link one that becomes a copy of stuff. Maybe I should build like a vehicles deck, because that thing is fun. Kami of Celebration. Rizona Azari Commander. Mukotai Soul Ripper. And we're finishing out with a disappointing Tribute to Hirobi, which creates the rat tokens and then steals the rat tokens. So, I'm gonna say it. I don't think that was the best collector's box we could have opened. I think it was definitely not the worst, but still, out of 3 boxes, collectors or otherwise, no Boseiju. We did not get a single Boseiju. But I will say, we did get the Wandering Emperor alternate art, which is gorgeous. I don't think it's worth much. We got the full art Blue Dragon, which looks like a Pokemon. We got Owl, the Dawn Sky. Owl, which I think I'm going to use that somewhere. I have to figure out how to use this. It's such a cool ability for his death. And on top of that, and we also got the Green Dragon. So the only one we're missing is black, and we're missing red. But we got the dragons. But we also got 2 Jin Gitaxias Progress Tyrants, which is sick. So that's not bad. We could have done a whole lot worse. Still, relatively low amount of mythics, I think, for a collector's box. But let's hop over to the main cam. And was this worth it? I think so. I had a lot of fun opening it. There's so much shiny stuff in collector's boxes. And would I have really liked to see a Boseiju? Yeah. I still really need one of those, or like one of those for every single one of my decks that runs green. And that ain't cheap. So maybe I'll end up with one sometime in the future. But for now, I guess it's just gonna have to be a wait on that. But I am really excited that we got the full art foil Tatsunari, the extended art one, and we got the full art Jin Gitaxias and the foil regular Jin Gitaxias. So that's pretty cool. No Phyrexian cards and no Neon Hidatsugu, but still not a bad box. That was cool. Good stuff. I will catch you all on the flip side, because the two-sided token, whatever. I'm trying to make a joke and it's just yeah, this is the awkward part. I'm just going to end the video right here.